Can you please give him a big round of applause? Okay? Yeah. Not only for his presentation, but also for coming back out of retirement. That's pretty amazing. Yeah. Okay. So for the next speaker,
Sorry.
yeah. Okay. So for the next speaker, we've saved the best to last. Okay. So he's a lieutenant colonel in the NS Guards unit. Okay. NS Man of the Year in 1995. Okay, and he's the author of this book over here. He was a top financial planner. So he wrote, when he joined the business in 2000, when he wrote this book, okay, when he wrote this book in 2000, okay, the financial planner's view of MLM, even his first year of joining the business. Okay, so this gentleman over here is one of our biggest leaders here in Singapore. And also my father. Okay, yeah, so please give an extra big welcome and welcome Dr. James Chia.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I don't know whether you feel stressed with all those facts and all that, but it's nice to know that Jeff has been having fun the last 2 years. Okay. Should he be having fun? So if he works a bit harder, maybe he won't be having fun. Okay, anyway, I want to tell you that I'm familiar with change. Okay, I've had a number of career changes also in my life. I actually, after national service, I liked the army so much. I wanted to make it my career, but I thought better get a degree, just in case something went wrong. So I went to study civil engineering, and I didn't finish until I was 29 years old. I graduated with a PhD in civil engineering, came back, and then I worked in construction. Okay, worked in construction until about 40. I remember at age 40, I hadn't been on leave for 5 years. I was actually bored. I was looking for a challenge. And so I dropped it all and I went to sell life insurance. Okay? So at that time, to sell life insurance, you didn't need any qualification. You didn't even need O levels. I mean, now if you do financial planning, you've got to pass exams and all that. At that time, you didn't. You just needed to wear a tie and sort of look smart. Okay? So I thought, yeah, why not? Let's do that. Okay, so I went back to school. I went back to NUS. I did a master's in applied finance. And I got my CFA. I got my CFP qualifications, and went on to do quite well in financial planning. Okay, then what happened was in 2001, this gentleman gave me a call, Tan Jun Wen, but just a bit of his background. Jun Wen grew up poor. Okay, many people did in those times. His mother was actually a cleaner was a cleaner for the British Army on Pulau Brani, and the family, 8 of them, he proudly says, shared, the family share one toilet. Okay. So because of his ambitions, he studied hard. He went to Raffles Institution, then he got a government scholarship, okay, and came back and worked for the government. Okay. Now, after just 4 years, wanting to be, being ambitious, he actually left the government service. He had an 8-year bond to serve. He left the government service and went into stockbroking. Okay. So this is the home that he had built for himself with, due to his success in stockbroking. Okay. So in 2001, he calls me and he says, New Skin had just come into Singapore, and I've signed up to do the business. So I did a double take. Why is a guy like him, doing what I thought was a housewife business, selling Tupperware and all this. Okay. So I listened to him, and he said that the person who invited him to the business was one of his biggest clients. Chris mentioned him, Robert Howe. Okay, Bob went to Yale University as an MBA from Harvard, and at that time he was president and chief investment officer of AIG. So I said, this is smart money. If they're doing this, there must be a reason for that. Okay, so my wife and I looked into that very quickly. We said, hey, you don't need the money at that time, but why not? Okay, because the idea was okay. And to me, I had no idea of how much we could earn. But I said $2,000 a month. recurring income when you're old. I mean, it's a good thing. I know how many people, how much people have in retirement. I'm a financial planner. Okay, right now, if you have the minimum sum in your CPF, at age 55, you get about $1,000 a month. Okay, and more than 70% don't even have the minimum sum. So 2,000 is a good number. Okay, I said if we don't need it, we can always give it away. Okay, so that was why we joined. It was more why not. There wasn't a real compelling need, but it was, if they were doing it, let's just go for the ride. Okay, so we were open. As Jeff said, we were open. Okay, now I just want to share with you at that time what I saw. Okay, what made me see that it made absolute sense. Okay, now if you have a job, it's 100% your own effort, and that's what I call high risk. Because if anything happens to you, who's going to feed your spouse? Who's going to feed your parents? Who's going to feed your children? Okay, so most people would start their own business, because if you start your own business, you're the boss. No one's going to fire you, isn't it? Okay, but the thing is, when you start a business today, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Especially with the internet, everyone knows what you're doing. Okay, so that's low risk. Okay, now that's not a very good model for retirement. High risk and low risk. Okay, so why people do network marketing is because they rather earn 1% from 100 people than 100% from their own effort. Because 1% from 100 people basically is low risk. Why? Because if anything happens to me, there's 99 other people that's working to feed my spouse, working to feed my parents, working to feed my children. Okay, but of course no one plans for anything bad to happen, isn't it? Okay, we want to go on leave for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You go on leave for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and there's 99 other people working to feed your spouse, working to feed your parents, working to feed your children. And so that's what I call high risk. Okay, so that's if you come from ACS, okay, ACS people take high risk, but they like high risk. Okay, this one is more RI boy, low risk and high risk. Sorry, RI boy is low risk and low risk. Okay, but so this is a perfect combination for RI and ACS boys. Okay, but this is basically leverage, isn't it? This is basically the principle of leverage. Okay, so what's leverage? I saw leverage as just simply more than one. Okay, I got married because I just wanted to have a helpmeet. Okay, so in this business, let's say I find 3 people, I teach them how to do the business, and I help them to find 3 people. It's 9, 27, 81, 243, 729. There's a total of 1092. Let's round it off. Let's say 1,000 partners. Each one sells US $2,000 worth of products a month. That's $2 million. If the company pays me 5% commission, 5% times 2 million, that's 100,000 US dollars a month. That's a lot more than 2,000 Sing dollars a month that I was prepared to have. Okay, so this is a serious business. Jeff was talking about business. This is business income. Okay, and no capital involved. Okay, no overheads. Okay, we are in 53 countries. The office staff out there, they all work for me actually. I don't have to pay their salaries. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, I don't need any experience, and I can do this part-time. The best of all, I can do this part-time. So all of us, can do this part-time, 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day. There's no other business that you can do part-time unless you are the one that's putting in all the money to risk. Okay, so that was why I was able to write this book 1 year after doing network marketing. I don't know anything about network marketing, but I know about financial. I know a good financial plan when I see one. Okay. Okay, now this was a book that I read when I first came into the business. It talks about the new professionals, written by a university professor, Professor Charles King. And he talked about the rise of network marketing as the next major profession. This is alternative career. Okay, and I want to read to you what he said in the foreword. We will show you how the old employment model is breaking apart. Only the foolish, complacent, or lazy refuse to see and seize the opportunities to protect themselves and their families. So why I show this is primarily as a financial planner. This wasn't about getting rich or anything. This was an insurance plan in case something went wrong. Way before all of these horrible things that Yanni, explained. It just made sense. It just made common sense. To have some kind of protection. Okay. Okay, so this was my family in 2008, 7 years after I joined the business. Okay, so at that time, Chris, okay, he was about to go to the US. Okay, Daniel was in NS, so he was about to go to the US as well, for university. And Gail eventually went to SMU. Okay, and both of us, we are in our 50s, so we've got 40, 50 years of retirement ahead of us. 3 children about to go to university. What's our risk profile? Huh? It's called low risk, isn't it? I can't afford to take risk. Okay, but I've seen the business for 7 years. I've seen the company for 7 years. Okay, and I'd seen enough. Okay. So at that time, I actually gave up my professional engineering license. I gave up my financial planning licenses, my MES licenses in investment and insurance, and I made Nu Skin my only source of income. Okay, so you know that sector is the financial part settled with. Okay, now it's a holiday season. Okay, so I admire you sitting, you know, enduring a session like this, you know, when people are shopping outside and all that. So I'm going to give you a treat today. I've never shared this before, okay? And I don't really like going on holidays.
Huh?
You know, yeah, I don't really, I mean, to me, I'm happy just, you know, mucking around and, you know, anyone who wants to make the army their career doesn't need, you know, all this fancy stuff. But I'm going to talk about holidays that I've had in 2018, okay? And anyone can have more holidays than me. I'll buy you dinner tonight. Okay, so in January, we went to Myanmar. Every January, team of us, we go to a UNESCO heritage site. Okay, so this was Myanmar. You know, okay. In February, I went to KL twice. Okay, once was for a board meeting, a couple of days down there where we went to look after children with congenital heart disease. And then we went again there for a success celebration. Okay, that was February. Okay, in March, I went to Nepal to climb Mera Peak. Okay, so these are just some pictures. This was a 14-day trip, 12 days of camping and trekking, no bathing for 12 days. Okay, but we do a lot of that. Okay, okay. April was a trip with the company to Sydney. Okay, that's Bondi Beach. Okay, famous Bondi Beach. Supposed to have nude girls down there, but so we didn't see any nude girls, so we thought we'd be the nude model. Okay, so just dressed up, and that was Sydney Harbour Bridge. We had to climb something, so we climbed the Harbour Bridge. And of course, that's the Opera House. Huh? Okay, May we went to Fiji. Okay, and we decided to drive to a small village to climb a mountain, and it was a road like this. We ended up stuck, and we had to wait for some Fijians to push the car up the slope. I got a punctured tire along the way. But we finally at night managed to get to the village where, you know, we had not planned any accommodation. You know? We got invited to stay with the village headman. Okay, so that was there, and then the next morning we summited the mountain. Okay, so that was May. Okay, so June, okay, I had to stay behind because the new velocity plan, a new compensation plan was being launched for Nu Skin. So I stayed behind to prepare that because that was going to be launched in July. Okay, in July, we went to Shangri-La in Yunnan, okay, in China. Okay, that's my friend's resort, Hidden Valley Resort. So these are the kind of stuff that we did in the few days there. Okay. Okay, in August, we climbed the highest mountain in Taiwan, Jade Mountain. So these are some of the pictures, and that's finally at the summit. Okay. September, October, I went with my sponsor Junwan, okay, and his wife to India. Okay. And of course, we saw the Taj Mahal. Then after visiting, we had spent about a week in some luxurious safari retreat in India. The only thing was raw food and vegetarian. Okay. But anyway, so these are the sort of stuff that we did. Okay, knocking around, and then that was the resort, Camp Villas. They taught us how to cook. You know, we had opportunity to stay in a number of palaces. And I think I like to see this. After 18 years of working together, we're actually still friends and we enjoy being with each other. Okay. It helps that he paid for the meal. Okay. So you know, so it was a pretty full calendar. I was surprised myself when I did this. You know, sort of felt a bit guilty, you know, leaving you all behind. But well, what to do? I didn't plan all this. Okay, and then I decided to do an abseiling course in September, and sport climbing course this month. So we got you know, we're doing sport climbing and all these kind of things. Okay, so you know, okay, and 25th of November. You know, what is it? Every 25th or even November is the Swiss Hotel Vertical Marathon. Okay, so we did that. Okay, so basically, the promise that people give you is you have freedom in this business, isn't it? Okay, so obviously we have some time, financial freedom, time freedom, and we have the health to do all these things. Okay, so I'm living proof of someone 17 years in this business. You know that these things can happen. Okay, and it's increasingly relevant because one day you're going to be what? I'm 64. GP's 65. He just ran his 5th marathon, full marathon. He just started marathon running at 61. You want to be like that, okay? You really want to be in that shape because for us, we've got another 40 years ahead. You better be reasonably okay financially and physically. Okay, now I'm gonna very quickly share with you why I do New Skin, why I appreciate. Is that okay? Chris has shared from a technical point of view. Okay, with important things for you to consider. Okay, so I'm now looking back in hindsight. What is it I find precious? Okay. So why New Skin for me? Okay. Now I'm going to use 4 P's because if you analyze this business, you're going to analyze it. You're going to look at 4 P's: place, product, price, promotion. Go and look it up. Okay, on how to analyze business. I'm going to use 4 P's, but different P's. Okay, so the first thing is just simply products. If I came in, I wanted to do the business, I have to use the products, and all I did was use the products, I would have benefited because, I mean, with the age-lock products, skincare products, it doesn't hurt to look a bit better, okay? And then with these nutritional supplements under Fibernex, they've actually helped me become healthier. And that was a bonus to me. I didn't expect that because when I came to the business, I was 47 years old, you know, fighting fit shape and all that. You never thought about growing old, okay? You never thought about preserving all this, okay? But that happened with the business, so I appreciate the products. Second P is just a payout and the passive income, okay, the recurring income that's important. And I like this vision statement that we have. Okay, this is just changed this year. Our company's vision is to become the world's leading business opportunity platform. That means they want to pay more than any business opportunity, not a direct selling company, okay, but any business opportunity. Now, don't you want to join a company that has a vision to pay you more? Okay, that's nice to know. Okay. These are the number of people who have earned $1 million or more in commission, US $1 million. Okay, there's a total of 1,442 people. 1127 have earned more than $1 million. 170 have earned $5 million. 99 have earned $10 million. 46 have earned more than $20 million. Okay, so this is a real business. It works. And then with this new compensation plan, that velocity plan I was telling you about, okay, we are going to have more $1 million circle members and faster with this plan. Okay, so that's good news. Third thing is purpose. And for this, I just want to share with you a mission statement that I'm very proud of. Okay, the company's mission statement is to be a force for good throughout the world. This is a global opportunity. Okay, by empowering people to improve lives with rewarding business opportunities, innovative products, and an enriching, uplifting culture. When you've got the money, when you're benefiting from the products, then there's really nothing much more to do. But if you're surrounded by an environment, you know, of people who become your friends and your family, you know, I think that's something that's something that you can keep for life. And lastly, the personal development. Okay, and though our tagline now is for you to discover the best you. Okay, and those of you who've been in the business, been sometime in the business, it's absolutely true. Okay, in order to achieve these goals, there's a lot of change that needs to take place. Okay, and that's always change for the better, because when you change for this business, it affects every area of your life, your family life, physically, socially, even the careers that you're in. Okay, and this is incredible. Okay, so if you want freedom, you can take immediate action. Just simply try the products that have been introduced to you. TR90, the age-lock products, just the normal new skin products, simple toothpaste, shampoo, have whiter teeth, better breath, cleaner hair. That's simple, okay? And discover why this company is so amazing. Okay. And of course, I leave you with this, that I've used when I was managing financial affairs and managing things now. What's the risk of doing versus the risk of doing? When I saw this business, when Junwen saw this business, his first presentation, he put up his hand. And he said, "Yep, I'm in." When we saw it, we said it's a no-brainer. There's absolutely no risk of doing. No risk of doing, but the risk of not doing is pretty high. Okay, so with this, I'll just leave you with this merry greeting. Okay, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Okay, you can still do that and do the new.